thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking to us. Nidhi, you founded Fluid Analytics with your partner Asim. In this journey, what was the most surprising thing that you witnessed?
Thanks, Mehak. Happy to be here. Uh, so when I, it has been quite a journey. And when I first met Asim, I never thought I would be working with him. But when we saw the scale of the water crisis, we decided to take the plunge together. And it seemed at that time that we had complementary skills. Like, I have a background in software engineering and product management, and Asim has worked in robotics and hardware. So we moved to India to start this business. Even though, yeah, we did hear that, there are challenges working as a couple together, but we took this plunge, uh, starting a business in the new sector. Of course, there were challenges, but we kept at it. COVID was the existential crisis time, I would say. We did not really have a lot of answers. The future was uncertain. And I would say one of the most surprising element would be like in this time of uncertainty, we kept pushing each other. We could feed off of each other's energy, and we came out on the other side much stronger than we had thought we could. We reinvented our business. With this partnership with Pravega, we are super excited now to scale our business to North America.
When we speak of social entrepreneurship, how is the female representation in the space in the time you've been there, and how is it evolving over time?
Yeah. So I would say I'm super excited to see more females leading and even founding new startups, new social enterprises. Uh, I've been even privileged and inspired by these amazing women doing some phenomenal work in this sector. Having said that, women across the board are underrepresented. And social entrepreneurship is any which way is hard. You're solving these deep rooted problems, you're fighting against systemic barriers, you're making cultural changes, influencing mindsets, and it's a hard problem to solve. And it's equally important to have more access to patient capital. We see that women led enterprises have access to less funding. We need more in terms of both size and speed, more of impact investment, and to understand that it's not the same as investing in any e-commerce business. So while we see organizations and we see different initiatives that support and empower female entrepreneurs, there's more to be done. And this needs to happen. We need to see more women representation across board, because to get a change in social sectors, you need change across government and health sector and education sector. All of these need to come together. And I'm hopeful that we will continue to see more women representation.
Nidhi, Fluid Analytics got a lot of eyeballs at this year's World Economic Forum. As one of the female founders of something like Fluid Analytics, how does your point of view or your opinion shape the culture and values in your team and along with your peers?
Yes, it was great to get the Top Innovator Award and be invited to the annual meeting at Davos. And it was a privilege for us to be present among the global leaders. WEF had published a report last year saying that it would take upwards of 100 years to bridge this gender disparity gap. And that's a long wait. And at Fluid, we try to do our best in supporting our female employees to grow into their leadership roles. We often see that they have the capabilities, but sometimes lack the confidence to lead. It could be because of various reasons. Sometimes, like, what would their peers or colleagues say to them? Or maybe senior employees are reporting to them. So we kind of make them understand or mentor them that it's not about age or gender. It's only about your abilities and you can lead.
Nidhi, apart from professional fulfillment, what does personal fulfillment for you look like?
Uh, I guess using tech to solve real world problems. Most of my career, or not most, my entire career has been in tech. So previously at Qualcomm, I was working to build app stores even before Apple came out with its own app store. And then I was working at a fintech company, helping businesses process payments. But at Fluid, using that same knowledge, like, or using the tech to actually solve water crisis has been very fulfilling.
If you could have one superpower for a day, what would you want it to be? And how would it help you make a bigger impact at Fluid?
I guess I would clone myself. have a have a clone in India to work with my team in India. Have a clone for meeting customers. Have a clone where I'm coding, and also have a clone to play with my 8-year-old.
This is a fun question. If Fluid Analytics could have a theme song, what would you want it to be?
So when we started the company, we named our robots after mutant ninja turtles because they would live. Our very first robot was called MSP after Master Splinter. So I think it's only appropriate to give them a theme to give Fluid a theme song also based on Ninja Turtles and quoting a couple of lines, right? On the scene, cool robots doing ninja things. I replaced teens with robots, of course. So extreme, out the sewer with the laser beams. Can't stop these radical dudes. Emerge from the shadows to make their moves. I think it's just appropriate.
It is. Nidhi, going forward, as you keep working with Fluid, what legacy do you want to leave behind?
Well, I really hope that the cumulative effort of myself and my peers in addressing this crucial challenge that Earth is facing today will be successful and we'll be able to make an impact going forward.
What do you think the future looks like for women led businesses? And especially, this is more broad based and especially in the technology sector.
So, while honestly, if we look at the numbers do look a little bleak. Like we would read that only 3.5% of the VC funding goes to women led organizations, or even the women led organizations made like $1.7 trillion in revenue. It's still just 5% of the annual private sector revenue. But I'm very bullish on how the female-led businesses will shape out in future. And we there are we I hope to see continued efforts where we have more access to funding, access to network, mentorship, advocacy to bridge this gap of gender in entrepreneurship. And the onus also lies in on all of us, but also as women entrepreneurs who have been working in the space for a long time. And thank you, Mehek, for taking this initiative to interview women founders on Women's Day. So more power to you, more power to us.
Thank you, Nidhi.